Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make the flowers for a flower crown for your Bobble Buddy. So you're going to start with whatever color yarn you'd like. I have worsted weight here, just an acrylic yarn, and I have a G or a size 4 millimeter hook. So you're going to start with a slip knot. Insert your hook and pull that tight, and then you're going to chain 26. So once you get to 26, you'll have just your foundation chain, a line of your foundation chain. So now you're going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook. So not here, you're going to go in this one here. And you'll do one single crochet. And then we want to increase, so in the next stitch, you'll do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And you're going to do that for a total of 3 times. You'll notice as you do the increases that your work will start to curve a little bit, and that's okay. That's what's gonna help give us the flower shape or the rose shape. All right, so here I have 9 single crochet stitches with 1 single crochet and then 2, repeating that for a total of 3 times. So now I'm going to do half double crochet stitches. So I'll do 1 in the first stitch, and then I'll place 2 half doubles in the same stitch. And I'm going to do that for a total of 3 times. At this point, you should have 18 stitches. So if you need to, you can stop here, go back to the start, and make sure that you have 18. Yep. And you can see, like I said, you can see that this is starting to curl. That's okay. So now we're going to move on to doing double crochet stitches. So again, we'll do 1 double crochet in a stitch, and then we'll do 2 into the same stitch. The reason we're making the stitches a little bit taller is just to give some dimension to the flower as we roll it, to give it a little height. So this double crochet pattern, we're going to repeat that for a total of 4 times. So when you get to the end of the double crochets, you should have 30 stitches total. And then we've got 5 chains that we need to finish up. So we're going to do 2 half double crochets, and then in those last 3 chains, we'll do 3 single crochet stitches. And then once you get to that point, you can tie off. You want to leave some yarn to sew the flower on, to sew it together and sew it onto the head of your Bobble Buddy. So you can knot that. I actually then like to knot that to my end from the beginning, just to give it a little extra security there. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to roll it. So you can see how it's already rolling, but you're going to roll it up into a rose shape. So kind of holding on to that edge, you'll just roll it onto itself. And you can play around, you can give it dimension. I like to pull the middle up a little bit. So you could keep it just flat like this. You see how it's just flat in there. Or if you pull on that middle, that pops it up a little bit, gives it a little bit of dimension. But you're going to have to make sure that when you go and stitch the flower that you make sure to put a stitch through the center so that it doesn't just unravel. So I'm going to leave it like this. I like to put a pin over here to help it hold its shape. Just be careful that you don't stick yourself. And then you'll want to get your needle. And before you sew the flower onto the head, you're going to want to put some stitches through the bottom of the flower to keep it nice and secure so that it doesn't unravel. There's not an exact science to this. You can kind of pick and choose where you want to stitch depending on how you've rolled it. I'll usually do at least 3, one through the edge, one through the middle, and one through the other edge. All right, so then once I have that bottom secure, you can see now I can pull in the middle and it's not coming undone. So once you have your flower secure so that it's not going to unravel, then you can take it and you can place it where you want on the head. I'll usually use pins at this point to place it where I want. And then you're just going to go around and put a few stitches in along the edge so that you can attach it to the head. I'm actually not going to attach this just yet because I like to have all my flowers made before I start attaching them, just so I can play around with the placement of them. So I'll show you on this one. I have 3 here. You could add some leaves off to the side if you wanted to. I might add a couple leaves off on the side of this one. But you can see how just at the front forehead of the flamingo, I've just sewed each individual flower on to the head, and I put them kind of close together so that it makes it look like they are a cute little flower crown. And that's it. You can these are, I made them for the flamingo, but you could add them to any of your Bobble Buddies if you wanted to. So I hope you enjoy them.